We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's the opener of this 3-game series between the Falcons and the Mustangs. Looking forward to this matchup, and it's next on MLB Network. Manny Almanza, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Bart Flash is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Boy, and it's a good night for the old hot chocolate here. 46 degrees at game time. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Brent Means.
Striding forward now is the DH, Brent Means. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Drilled on the ground to short. He's got it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
At third, the third baseman, Bruce Sanders.
At the plate, Bruce Sanders. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Pitch on the way. And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike. 0-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Roll, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy. Works. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Now the pitch. Hit down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will track it down. He'll try again. 1-2. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. So a fairly painless top of the first. On now to the bottom of inning number 1 with no score after a half an inning. Brett Sanders, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Ready now, Kenji Suzuki. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 home. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Stepping in now, Andre Escobar, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Fouled away. Escobar is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
Fastball just inside.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
The 2-2 takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
First 2 batters find a sweet spot, barrel up perfectly. These fans have to be excited. Middle of the order coming to the plate now. After those first 2 ABs, this could be a laser shot.
In now, Todd Boswell, as the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Comes into play here at 273. 7 homers and 22 RBIs. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, 1-1. From the stretch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Line drive to left. Flash is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 48.
Digging in, Christopher Schwabenland, hoping to stay hot as he came through with a 4-hit contest yesterday afternoon. First pitch on its way. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Again, he sends it out of play.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
The next 0-2 is taken for ball 1. fouled away. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Well, their chances of pushing across the run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Into the box, Orlando Osuna, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. With runners in scoring position this season, Osuna brings in a batting line above the 450 mark. Do not sleep on his at-bats, folks.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
The set, and a 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Out of the stretch, the 3-1 home. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
I'll tell you, he's looked unsteady out there since the first pitch he threw. A couple of hits and a free pass, so he's really searching for an answer to get back on track. We'll see if he can settle down here.
In now, Willie Benavides. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
1-0.
Here it is. A high fastball is in there.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Suzuki at third. Escobar over at second. Osuna on at first with 2 down. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
All even now, 2-2. And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jeffrey Bellamy, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Hit hard up the middle. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
There's a danger of falling behind 3-0. You don't know which guys in the lineup outside the middle of the order are going to pull the trigger in a spot like that. He was one of them. 3-0 swinging the bat, aggressive hack, nice base hit.
Runners back. Into the box now, Kevin Root, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He enters play here at 288, 2 home runs, 9 driven in. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through into center, so the first 2 have reached here to start the second.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And he fouls this one off. The numbers on the year, 272, 2 home runs, and 6 RBIs. Drops one down here, and they'll try to beat it out. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Into the gap in left center. This is down, and it'll head for the wall. 1 run scores. Now a 3rd runner heading for the plate. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. It's cut off, so all 3 runners are in to score.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
At the plate, Blake Hamby. He'll run up to bunt here, but misses for strike 1. Hamby, a native Texan. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment. Late square, and this is popped up. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first. Coming to the plate now, Pat Sample. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
There's one, and the tag gets him, but a run is in to score away from the play.
Select fielder number 8, Flash.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Bart Flash. First offering on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Suzuki is underneath this one as he tucks this one away to retire the side. Standing in, Douglas Champion, and they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Fouled off. Champion bats left but throws right and stands at 5'11". This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Antonio Rosado comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. In there, 1-2 now.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Pulled toward right center field. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Johnny Rogers comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 1 out and a runner on third. Now it's 2-0.
Great situation to be up at the plate right now. But if you're on the mound, there is absolutely no reason to give in to him. Stay on the outer quadrants of the plate and don't get beat in the middle.
3-1 the count now. A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. 3-2 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Kenji Suzuki stands in as he looks at ball one here. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Next will be the designated hitter, Brent Means. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman.
So digging in now, Bruce Sanders. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Osuna is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now. Ready for another chance? Jeffrey Bellamy, reigning batting champion in the American League. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Bouncer up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Bottom of the inning now, and stepping up as the shortstop, Andre Escobar.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs. Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
High that time with the slider taken for a ball. Line to the right side. Sample is there to put it away for out number one. And with that, we give you a look here at the standings entering play in the AL Central.
Boswell.
Digging in, Todd Boswell. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Liner in there for a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Standing in now, Christopher Schwabenland, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And this one is gone. A home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year as the lead is cut to 4-2 now.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Stepping in now, Orlando Osuna, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. The average sits at a cool 305 entering play. 5 homers, and he's driven in 24. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Still only 1 out in the inning. Lifted in the air out to left field. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Xanadu.
Stepping up to the plate, Willie Benavides. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
The windup and the 0-1. Right down the middle with a changeup, but not what he was looking for. Taken for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
At the plate now, Douglas Champion, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Liner into right center. That's a base hit.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
To the plate now, Antonio Rosado, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
3 runs already home here. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. The 1-1 is a fastball taken high for a ball.
I got 2-1 to count.
The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. From the stretch to third, reined in. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Falcons are out in front 4-3. So striding in, Kevin Root. He reached on a single in his first try.
Kevin Root.
Now here it comes.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
The 1-0. It's a fastball that misses.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Oh, and they've got him picked off. And they got him at second base on a good, smart play that time. In now, Rodney Mize. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. Count is 1-2 now.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the catcher, John O'Neill.
Stepping up now, John O'Neill, fresh off a bases clearing double his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time. That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Swinging a ground ball to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Digging in, the switch hitter, Johnny Rogers. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, pretty deflating at bat right there, Matty. Not only for him, but the team as well. He's got to find a way to pull a trigger. Can't get caught guessing with runners in scoring position.
Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kenji Suzuki.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kenji Suzuki. Now here it comes.
1-0.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Look out, 2-0 now.
What makes hitting so difficult is covering both sides of the plate. And that hard pitch right there that was inside makes it awfully tough now to cover both the inside and the outside part of the plate.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Flash will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
The shortstop, Andre Escobar.
Ready for another shot now, Andre Escobar. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0 delivery.
Ball.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. A strike, and it's 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next it'll be the outfielder, Blake Hamby.
Number 54.
Now here's the pitch.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0. Smoke toward the hole. Scooped up. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 31. Pat Sample.
Striding in, Pat Sample. And now a pitch on the way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Ball 1. The 1-1 home.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
We're in the 5th inning of a 4-3 ball game here. Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Suzuki comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
The left fielder, number 8. Caught. Black.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Bart Flash, 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Back up the middle. And he'll make that play look easy as the throw is in time to end the inning. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Todd Boswell. First offering on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Count even now at 1-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out, one away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
At the plate, Christopher Schwabenland swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Orlando Osuna.
So stepping in, Orlando Osuna. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Striding into the box, Brent Means. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Brent Means.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drops one down here, and they'll try to beat it out. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Now batting, the third baseman, Bruce Xanadu.
Now here comes the skipper out of the third base dugout, and we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. Just 5 innings of work for him here, as he really never found his rhythm in this one. Jared Rossiter takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Rossiter.
Into the box now, Bruce Sanders. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0.
That's Bolton.
Now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Three and 0 now. From the belt, the pitch.
Yeah.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, he's a youngster. You can see he's a little nervous out there. Some people call it butterflies, but to him it probably feels like pterodactyls are flying around in his gut. Going to be interesting to see if he can settle down here.
Now at the plate, Jeffrey Bellamy. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
That's
2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Here it comes, 2-0. And he swings right through it there, 2-1.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
The 3-1.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
Payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters. But he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
Riding in once again, Kevin Root. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming, here it is. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Gotta believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. To 1-2 now. Schwabenland into foul territory. Oh, and he struck him out. A big strikeout there with the bases loaded, and that's the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rodney Myers. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Fastball just missed above the zone.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Pulled toward right center field. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And he is going to beat the throw home as he scores to make this a 5-3 game now.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Stepping into the box, John O'Neill. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. First pitch on its way. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Has a look, now the pitch.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and his side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left on base. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Falcons on top 5-3. Sam Moses enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Sam Moses.
Willie Benavides will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
1-2.
And he struck him out. 2nd time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Into the box, Douglas Champion. And he takes ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
And now a pitch on the way. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
At the plate now, Antonio Rosado. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Christian White is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Seventh inning ready to roll, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Blake Hamby. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The bouncer to the left side. Gonna be a tough play, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And as you can see there, they find themselves hovering just a few spaces above the bottom in the entire American League. Now at the plate, Pat Sample. First offering on its way.
1-0.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Now the 1-1 pitch.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
High and deep down the left field line. And that's going to land foul. The 2-2 one more time.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Well, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
So now to the plate, Bart Flash, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and digging in is the DH, the switch hitter, Johnny Rogers.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch misses here to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 9 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
2-1.
Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
And in a 2-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And this one bounds around against the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tough, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Stepping into the box, Kenji Suzuki. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Suzuki is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
The 1-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Flash has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Shortstop, Andre Escobar.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Andre Escobar. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. He's set, and the pitch. 0-1, here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The right fielder, number 66. Todd Boswell.
Into the box now, Todd Boswell. Here comes the first pitch. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit.
This game is unbelievable sometimes, Dan. There's a bullet knock right there. You're expecting an RBI. He almost hit it too good. He can't even score.
Boy, too good is it, Mark. This is one right here. It just kind of gets out to the outfielder so quick that the runner not able to score from second base.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Christopher Schwaben. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
A 1 pitch on its way. Popped up, and the first baseman can't get there. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
The 1-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Swing and a foul tip, but held onto behind the plate, and they're going to get out of danger here as the strikeout will end the inning. Tony Labendera has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Tony Labendera.
Leading off the inning, Brent Means, as they'll look for bottom half of the inning. First offering on its way. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be put away easily for the out. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Settling in now, Bruce Sanders. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Got him.
The bat, the first baseman, Jeffrey Bellamy.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jeffrey Bellamy. First pitch coming. Here it is. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
Back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Billy Gant is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Leading off the inning, Orlando Osuna, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Orlando Osuna.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Too far out in front that time. You can't keep it fair. 2-1. Pitch on the way. Fastball well outside.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Stepping in now, Willie Benavides, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. And the pitch. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
3-0 pitch. And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Now to the plate, Douglas, champion. He's set. Here it comes.
1-0.
And that misses for ball 1.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. And he looks at one in there. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
In now, Antonio Rosado. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And it's fouled away. A runner on first with 2 away. Trying to change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses. 1-2. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 2-2. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. Juan Pedroza enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Into the box now, Kevin Root. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
2-1. And the 2-1. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
2-2.
Still 2-2. Here it comes.
Full count. 3-2.
Hard hit ball to second. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Second baseman, Rodney Miles.
Now a throw over to first. Runner back standing. To the plate now, Rodney Miles, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
2 balls and a strike now.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
There's the 2-1 home. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. A runner at first with no outs here. Fouled off. And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Standing in now, John O'Neill, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Throw over to first.
No, he's safe.
The 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Runners on first with 1 down. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? The second for one. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn two.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get one, which they did there.
First pitch on its way. Blake Hamby is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder is on the move, but it's over his head and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Definitely a break right there for the defense with the ground rule double. If that ball stays in play, there's a pretty good chance the runner from first is able to score since he's moving on contact with 2 outs. Instead, he's forced to stay at third, so we'll see if they're able to strand him there.
And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
The left fielder, number 8.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Bart Flash. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
High and deep to right center. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Throw won't get him. He pulls into third safely as on the play 3 runs come across to score. Well, guys, there's an old saying about play with matches. Certainly put himself in a tough spot with the bases loaded there.
Yeah, and I mean, he's not only playing with matches, he's lighting fires. Lack of control, serving up base hits, and just grooving one here. Really looks out of sorts right now.
Claudio Orozco takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. Into the box now, Brent Means, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0 delivery. That's by him for strike 1. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. The swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first home run of the season, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Yeah, the manager was looking for that lefty-lefty advantage, but someone forgot to tell the guy in the box that he was at a disadvantage because he just unloaded on that thing. If you make a mistake, he's going to make you pay. Doesn't matter what side you're throwing it from.
Now batting, third baseman, Bruce.
At the plate, Bruce Sanders, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Orozco has some of the absolute best strikeout stuff in the game today, at least among bullpen arms. His strikeouts per 9 is a number that's usually through the roof.
This guy was tailor-made, Matty V, to be a relief pitcher. He comes out of the bullpen, guns a-blazing, 2 pitches that he can strike you out with, and more importantly...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. The Falcons are out on top 10-3. Theo Rice is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. All set for the bottom of the ninth. And next, the dangerous power threat, Johnny Rogers.
Johnny Rogers.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball. Count 1-0.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Now here it comes. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away. Now in the box, Kenji Suzuki. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. One out, nobody on. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and one, here it comes. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Bellamy has a play. 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Andre Escobar.
Digging in once again, Andre Escobar. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Liner toward right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Now batting, Todd Boswell. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
You know, I doubt he wanted to get that tight with the fastball there, but hey, this is a guy you certainly don't want to let him get his arms extended. He's the kind of guy that can hurt you.
One and one.
1-1.
2 out with the man at first. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he chased it in the dirt. O'Neill goes to get it, but the throw is late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away. And not what he wanted to do there, is now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. At the plate, Christopher Schwabenland. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball 1, as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And And a knuckle curve missed that time. 2-1. And he fouls this one off. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
10-3 at the end of this contest. The Sandlot scored 10 runs on the way to victory. Brett Sanders wins his 3rd of the season. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 10 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. For the home team, 3 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 45 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.